Good morning. My name is Kwok, Principal Urban Designer from the Greater Cambridgeshire Planning Youth Engagement Service. Yes.
Good morning. My name is Tom Davies. I'm a Senior Urban Designer from Greater Cambridgeshire Planning too.
Many thanks to the Urban Design Group for inviting our YES team to come and present today. We're here to share best practice and best knowledge in youth engagement in the urban design context. Greater Cambridgeshire Planning is a combined authority for South Cambridgeshire District Council and Cambridge City Council following a merge in 2018. In 2017, we started a bold initiative, YES, Youth Engagement Service. It is run by a team of very passionate urban designers like us, and also Maxine, who is supporting us today, taking photos. More importantly, we have buy-in from our councillors. So here you can see Councillor Katie Thornborough. She's the planning lead for Cambridge City Council, and also Dr. Chimi Hawkins. She's the planning lead for South Cambridgeshire District Council, and senior management support the lady in blue, Heather Jones, our Deputy Planning Director. There's buy-in. It's really important to have buy-in from all levels, and I'm really pleased we've got that. So we run in-person workshops in schools. We have summer work experience programs for children and young people, and we run training programs to support local communities to help with capacity building. We're well received by local communities and developers. So far, all the developers that have used our YES service have received a positive planning outcome, touch wood, so that's really good. And I'm pleased to say that we serve nationally, so it's not just limited to Greater Cambridge. And we'll be very pleased to answer any inquiries you might have if you would like us to support you with your planning applications. We're an award-winning service, so as you can see over the years we've won numerous awards. Last year we received the Best Local Authority in Youth Engagement Award.
In terms of context for the importance of youth engagement, it's highlighted in the United Nations Youth Strategy of 2030. It's mentioned in Towards an Urban Renaissance, going back to 1999. It's emphasised in the MHCLG Case for Cambridge, which came out in December 2023. It's an important part of our statement of community involvement. The benefits for developers, applicants, are in terms of their corporate social responsibility, economic, social governance, and compliance with our statement of community involvement. The benefits for the council are to do with the fact that our youth engagement service is financially viable, it's cost neutral, it creates social value and impact. Next slide.
And our price point is competitive compared to private companies.
Earlier this year, the Council's statement of community involvement was updated, and now it states the importance of youth engagement for ensuring that the final design of developments consider the specific interests of children and young people who are often underrepresented in public consultations, particularly in relation to delivering play areas and public spaces that are child-friendly and fit for purpose. Cambridge is a growing city. Michael Gove, he unveiled plans for the government's Cambridge 2040 document. The government's vision for Cambridge includes proposals for northwards of 150,000 new homes around Cambridge as part of a major new expansion for the city. Those numbers go way beyond what was in the adopted local plans for Cambridge and South Cambs District Council. It's a shared planning service, but it's a topical issue. As recently as 2 weeks ago, local leaders met Matthew Pennycook, the new Minister for Housing and Planning. Next slide.
So our youth engagement work is based on a robust youth engagement framework, and as you can see, and some of you may know, the ladder is Einstein's ladder of citizen participation, with each ascending rung representing increasing levels of citizenship, agency, control and power. And this is very much what the YES team wants to achieve. The Regional Youth Engagement Framework was one of the outcomes of my PhD research in Oxford Brookes University back in 2018. Over the past few years, through speaking to communities, schools, NHS, particularly post-COVID period, I've updated this framework. So now it's based on 12 criteria, which aims to ensure that it benefits everyone in the process, from developer to officers to schools to parents, guardians and grandparents, to ensure there's a strong element of intergenerational learning. To date, we have delivered 19 YES workshops, and we've enabled over 900 children and young people to have a genuine say in the development proposals, in the DM process, and in Trovin's North Cambridge Design Code.
As Traveen mentioned, as part of the National Design Code Pathfinder programme, GCSP and Cambridge City Council produced a design code for parts of North Cambridge to help guide improvements over the coming years. This is a pilot project focusing on resources to work with communities and neighbourhoods with the most need, helping raise design standards and tackle inequality. It took place over 3 phases. First phase, understanding the neighbourhood, establishing a vision. Next, articulating the vision, merging principles and code. And then phase 3, testing, exhibition and presentation of the design code. As part of this, 60 students from the Grove School in Cambridge, which is in the King's Hedges area, took part in 2 Youth Engagement Service workshops and contributed their ideas towards the North Cambridge Design Code. Next steps for us are data analysis, incorporating engagement with these results into the actual design code. Next slide.
So here's a slide that shows you the area that we covered. So the North Cambridge Design Code covers these 3 key areas. And these are the relatively deprived areas in Cambridge. When we mention Cambridge, most people think it's a very rich area, but that's not the case. So we really want to ensure that the local children and their parents have a say on the local area. So these areas are King's Hedges, Arbury and West Chesterton in North Cambridge. We make sure that in line with Towards Urban Renaissance, one of the key objectives is to use jargon-free words. So based on the 4 key criteria that we wanted to look at for the North Cambridge Design Code, we asked the children to look at built environment, and instead of saying built environment, we asked them to look at buildings. Urban greening, we asked the children to look at nature. Road networks, we said to the children, let's look at how you go to school and where you go to play, and also the sustainability aspects of the scheme. So we sort of talk about urban greening, more plants and trees. So use very simple to understand language, easy to understand language. So here shows the key 9-step approach to youth engagement on this North Cambridge Design Code, and it is applicable to other national design code, and we're very pleased that through working on this we're able to transfer this knowledge and skills and to help others. The picture you can see, these are the wonderful children from the Grove School, which has a very strong EDI element, very diverse background, and most importantly, we chose them because there's a large number of students who need a free school meal, so we thought that's going to be really beneficial for them.
The YES workshop comprised a range of fun activities, including careers talks, walkabout around the site, the local neighbourhoods, placemaking education, design exercises, biodiversity talks, art exhibitions, and an award ceremony to celebrate the children's amazing design work. In our experience, urban design principles are very relatable to children and young people. The fact that the school was in the design code area and that the children were familiar with the area, and these urban design principles in the design code had meaning for them. They walked to school on on the way. They play in the parks. They go to the shops there. I mean, just yesterday, Max Fowle talked about the Fowle Report, and that recommended educating children about the built environment and its importance, and that's what we do. Next slide.
So here, just some of the amazing drawings that the children from the Grove School did for us. So based on these 4 categories, as you can see, with the nature, they actually really wanted more benches and more trees. Amazing ideas from them. They told us they wanted more shaded areas so they can enjoy the outdoor space in the hot summer. Under number 2, play, as you can see, that amazing crocodile, we just loved it. We were even thinking about making one for future play areas for North Cambridge. They talk about having more varied and fun play equipment compared to what they've got there now. In terms of buildings, as you can see, what amazed us was they actually wanted a better variety of buildings. They really value them. And in terms of sustainability, you can see they've even talked about the number of wind turbines and PV panels they would like to see. They gave a lot of thought to this exercise, and that was really impressive. And through working with Oxford Brookes University, masters, urban design master students, led by Marouk Awan, she helped us with the data analysis. So a lot of qualitative data were extracted from studying the children's drawings, and this data have helped inform children's North Cambridge Design Code. So please have your mobile phone ready. We're going to have a little fun quiz. There's one question. The question is, what are the top 5 elements which children consider important for the North Cambridge Design Code? Please go to www.kahoot.it, and I need some support now.
Oh, right, sure. What can I do?
So I've got a slide. We need to switch to the other slide. Equal one. This one. This one. Yeah, that one. Thank you. Thank you, Leo. Thank you. So when you get into kahoot.it, you need to enter a code and your name. You can have a little animal to represent yourself. And please put your real name if you want to win. The game code is 816357. No space in between. 816357. I should mention there's only 50 places.
Some great avatars up there on this. Oh, right, cool.
Yeah, I like Dan's panda. Mushies, got nice shapes. Andy Ward.
Who's put me up? Is that Richard Summers or Richard Easton?
Okay, so we're going to start. Oh, still people entering. Is that everybody? Shall we start?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going to start now. It's based on accuracy and speed.
Goodness.
Quick.
What are the top 5 elements that children considered important for the North Cambridge Design Code in descending order? So we've got all the 5 elements, but which one is the most important? Press the buttons on your phone.
5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. So a lot of people chose red, blue and green.
You're ahead of me by 3 points. I'm still rolling. I rate you.
Annie, 3rd place. followed by Jay. And the winner is Morgan. Okay. Would you like to collect your prize now? Yeah, can we please have Annie, Jay, and Morgan? Give them a round of applause.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Pen, lovely.
Yeah. Congrats. You've done really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you.
Give us a smile. Look this way. Look this way. That's it.
Speed.
Oh, missed it. Right, another one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Perfect. Let me go back to the slide. Yep, and then down. Yep, so well done, a lot of you got it right. So in descending order, most children actually wanted to see trees, followed by buildings, animals, cycle parking, and plants. And that's for the North Cambridge Design Code. Interestingly, that sort of correlates with what the NPPF is saying, that more trees should be included, tree avenues. So we're really pleased. And the image on the left-hand side shows you more sort of detailed analysis of the children's drawings, again in descending order in each of these 6 areas, what their needs and wants are. And Children and team has been finding this really useful.
On reflection, what worked well? The structured youth engagement process made it was a well-coordinated, well-understood process for the children, and they engaged well. The workshops themselves provided educational benefits to support children's development. It helped build trust and consensus, and the children felt that their views were valued, achieved positive planning outcomes, and delivered social impact. But what could be further improved? Well, better resources, better awareness of the value of youth engagement by the wider planning profession, having a stronger focus on children's mental health and well-being, and then, well, youth engagement in the new NPPF and local plan.
So here are the 6 key considerations. It's just some takeaways for you. Hopefully you'll find it useful. Early engagement is key, allow sufficient time and resources. A structural approach, in our case we have this robust youth engagement framework, and you're very welcome to take a booklet, because we've got lots of booklets outside. So when you have a coffee break, these booklets will be scattered around by the coffee table. So please take one. It's got some good case studies for you to have a look. Partnership working is key. Working collaboratively with developers, communities, and the like is really important to get buy-in from all levels. Project-based with an aim. In our case, the North Cambridge Design Code's got a very clear aim, and children feel really well valued because a lot of professionals went to the school and speak to them. Share results. So in the second workshop, we went back to the school and shared the results just like what we share with you. We also used the childhood quiz, and that was really fun. That's how we engage the children. PR is important because quite often we do really fantastic work, but we forgot to allow sufficient time or resources to promote our work. So I would encourage you to have a LinkedIn account perhaps, or use Instagram or Facebook to really showcase your work to other urban design planning professionals. Is important. Celebrate success and be a reflective practitioner. Our website has a lot of really interesting case studies, so you can go and have a look. So Robert, Leo and team asked us to think about a new urban renaissance in the context of urban extensions and new towns. So our team sat down and thought about what we've achieved in the past few years with regards to urban renaissance. So it talks about the 5 areas. Number 1 is design. So we feel that we have done quite a lot of work to ensure children have a say, to tell us the type of housing and spaces they need, and that they're fully integrated and are child-friendly. In terms of planning and organization, we have been providing opportunities for everyone to express their needs and priority. In terms of maintenance management, we encouraging people to look after the environment. And a lot of academic research results have shown that if children have a say from a young age on what they want to see and you give that to them, they're more likely to look after them and have a strong sense of place and pride. Innovation and skills development, we have been providing urban design education in primary and secondary schools, and perhaps this is something you can do in your council or as a private practice. You can go to school and talk to children as well as part of your ESG. And finally, economic support, that's really important, is the money, isn't it? So partnership working is key. So we have a very good relationship with the private sector to make sure that there's means of funding, and in our case, it's on a cost recovery basis to cover officer time and materials. Here are some of the points for you to reflect on. And yes, let children have a say in the work we do. Thank you.
Thank you.